Hello everybody. So I'm going to do some modifications to my Shanks for the Ripper. We did a little bit of modifications and it seemed to not tear up the ground as much, like pick up or kick up a bunch of clods and stuff like that. It cut the ground a lot easier and didn't disturb it too much. So this is how they come right here, just square and flat. We were using them. You see, it's clean out the paint. And typically these are actually used for like a cultivator and stuff, so you could put a foot on here or something to be able to you know, cut as big as furrows or anything you want. A bunch of interchangeable, but I'm using them backwards because what I want to do is just cut some rows down in the field, not too deep, not too big, just to get water to flow in some of the areas we're not getting water. And like I said, I just don't want to make big furrows in it, and because we do try to use the field for events, stuff like that, if we need to, or go down and hang out on it. So all right, like I said, I started modifying it. Them, as you can see here, I'll bring this one over. I got that one clamped down already, so I started just grinding down on it, trying to put a beveled edge on it, and that seems to help cut better. So we'll go ahead and start grinding on them, and these ones we already did, we'll try to get a little bit sharper on it, see if it helps out a little more. So we'll go ahead and get to grinding. So to do it, I was going to use my grinder, and I got a hard disc. These cut pretty good when it gets a thicker stuff, so or grind on them. So you see, it's a lot better edge on there. I'm not going to try to get it to a point because I think it's still going to just dull out. This might make it last a little bit longer, so I think that'll be pretty good, help cut. So we'll keep doing it. Storm's coming in, starting to rain on us, so maybe we'll try to get a couple more before it hits too bad. So once again, got it beveled down. These were the two that I already worked on some, so they went a little quicker. So we'll probably hold off, and the storm's moving in, and I'm sure it's pretty loud in there. So we'll just hold off. So while I was grinding on those shanks, the storm blew in, blew a bunch of dust, and then now it's kind of raining a little bit. Not too much. I might get out and work on them, but we'll just wait it out a little bit and see if we get back out there grinding on those shanks. So just hold tight. So the storm moved out of here. Still kind of thundered and stuff off in the distance, but we will go ahead and get back to grind on these, see if we get them done. I'm gonna mark these up to 7 inches. That's how far up I was beveling them. I don't want to take too much out of them, just because if I ever need to, I can flip them back over and use them for what they were meant for, to put on a cultivator and, you know, put a foot on them or something. So go ahead and get them all 3 marked, so then I can get them, the tape and everything put away. Back down. So you see, I got them all ground down. I think that'll work just to help cut the ground a little bit better. So now we'll go put them on the tractor. So what worked out last time when I put these in is I went 1 inch under this bar here, or sorry, 12 inches under this bar. And what that would do is whenever I would lower the implement all the way down with the tractor, it would cut right about 6 inches and stay there. So we'll go ahead and set it up the same way. So I'll get my tape out. "12 inches. I just snug down this set screw back here. It holds it there nice and tight. You see here, said I measured 12 inches from here down to here. And like I said, that'll rip it. You kind of see where the dirt was at, about 6 inches. So, and then we'll just tighten up the set screw. So, go ahead and get the rest of them on. So got all of them in place. See, so that's how I modified my ripper shanks to do what I want it to do. So now the next thing is go ahead and go back down and work the north field. So please like our video, subscribe to our channel, and leave us a comment. Thank you.